Yo, welcome Flyffers to another part of our dungeon guide series for Flyff Universe. What you can expect here is we will talk about all the drops that you can get. I will explain you how to do it in a team or even solo, which is actually possible in the endgame dungeon. And we will also have some gameplay footage for the people that like to enjoy footage and not just some random theory crafting and only like specs. So yeah, before we jump into the video, I only noticed that only 30% of my viewers are currently subscribed to the channel. So how about we making a deal? You watch this video all the way to the end and I'm sure I'll earn your subscription by then. Now let's go and start with the tier list. So the most valuable items are the ones that are currently used for PvP reasons, because not every PvP player is currently spec'd, and PvP players usually are whales and have the most money, which means like the bloody obsidian yo-yo and bloody obsidian knuckle have a really high value. This is followed up with the obsidian stick, and then we are going into some damage weapons, mainly for the most played classes on the server. And then we just follow along with like, for example, a bloody obsidian staff that usually none of the elementers are using, that are not PvPing and using it for HP switch, which means this is a real small minority of the server. This is why those kind of stuffs are in the end. Now we're having to take a look at all the set parts. Here, for this tier list, it's important to note that here I was meaning not only the suit, like the full set, and the full set parts are usually worth less than the weapons, but now that the 120 bloody, the armor is having the same defense as the 135 one, and 5% increased PvE damage and PvE damage reduction. Though some of those suits can be really valuable, and we are talking of course for about suits from classes that AoE face tank, so Acer suit, Revenue, Grantus, Grim, Nox, they are having by far the highest value. If you come along with one of those, don't get screwed over, make a price check if you're not 100% sure. Now let's talk about how to do it as a team. So similar to the normal Meteo we already talked about, you should have the same kind of health. So 18k health plus 10 water or fire on your suit is perfectly fine. Fire only if you're using element stones. You should be about level 117. This is also where you're able to accept the quest to be going in there. You will have a way better damage output if you are level 120, 121. Your whole team should have a total of 115k damage. And the Ringmaster that you're bringing with you should have heal rain max and about 150 int, and Givur Tiala, so you can remove the stun on the damage dealers. You should also have normal heal, because the red meteor is doing an attack that is damaging everyone up front, and this way if you're doing the normal heal instead of the heal rain, you're not getting damage as a Ringmaster. Also, I highly recommend having a backup Ringmaster somewhere in the room all the way in the end, just in case your whole team wipes, you're not getting ported out and wasting a whole lot of time. And yeah, what else is there to say? It's the same as a normal Meteo, that the red Meteo attacks the person with the highest damage, so those health suggestions are actually for the main damage dealers. If you want to do it solo, if you want to do it solo, you should have a bit more health, about 25k. The reason why is that is, if you're doing Red Meteor as a team, you can actually play with the res, which means you can die and don't have to go for like really high health to actually survive the rage attack. You will just like res once you die in rage and keep going. But if you're doing it solo, that's too risky. This is why you need about 25k if you're doing it solo. You should also be about 122 plus. I highly recommend being 125, so you can level reduce to 135 set, because this will give you a much easier time to maintain the DPS that you need. 150k is a real smooth run if you can get this. but you can already start soloing it as soon as you have about 100k DPS. Then the Ringmaster pretty much needs the same as for the team. Heal Rain 150 in, Givor Tiala against the stuns, normal heal and res. And here it's even more important than in the team that you're having a backup Ringmaster somewhere in the dungeon in case you need a res and you were not able to dodge the abilities. But now that we are speaking of dodge, let's jump into some gameplay so you know actually what I'm talking about.